Welcome to day four. Don't worry, we are growing gradually. And don't forget what I mentioned here. I mentioned special offer. So for you that have been following me up and back to back from day one, welcome to day four. And your special offer awaits you in a bit. It can be today, it can be tomorrow, it can be anytime, but definitely there's special offer for someone out there. And for day four, I said I tag it rather manuscripts. Hmm. Like I used to say, when most of us when we started, we are just particular about that dollars. Seeing like someone like Abraham Agina dashboard, Jesus, this guy they make money. Oh, sharp, 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 I want to come make money. Just DNA book, publish. The truth is, we learn on the job. No matter the job you are doing in this life, we learn on it. If you should look at the first manuscript you did, the first book you wrote, that is a manuscript, compared to the manuscript you are working on today, there's a big difference. I'm a living testimony. I saw my first manuscript, I was like, shouldn't I write this kind of thing? Do you get? So I'm here to like tell you more. What you never knew. In short, someone just told me this like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I was like, wow, she's a lady. I was like, she's all Amazon KDP. She understand book formatting like tomorrow, no day. But I understand Amazon KDP works much more than her. Why she understand how book formatting works much more than I do. Do you get? So she mentioned something about book formatting. I was like, wow, I need to put this out. In short, that's the reason that ginger all this account termination. That I feel like I should record a video for people to understand how this thing works. So I guess I'm talking too much. So formatting, we have different way of formatting books, but the truth is, make your book appealing for the eyes. The arrangement of your book should not be too much, should not be too anyhow. That's the word. If you are doing cookbook, definitely should be well arranged. If you are doing travel guide, pictures, this and that should be there. And if you are doing biography, make sure you know the kind of format. To me, like I used to tell people, like people says there's format you need to use for travel guide, there's format you need to use for your for cookbook, there's format you need to use how to format there. I'm not saying that's not true. For me, I do what suits me. I look at when I'm writing, I write as a I see my book as a reader, not a writer rather. If you start thinking that way, definitely you dish out the best. And when we talk about quality book, these are part of what is called quality books. The way you format your book is part of quality book. You can't just do any other book and dish it out there. It's not done. And this is international market you're talking about. If they should drop one, two, three, four reviews, bad review about your book formatting, almost about a law. So your formatting should be top notch. I want to talk about formatting. I use one of the simplest formatting because of the kind of book I write. Let me see if I have anyone up here that I can like show. That's the video you watched yesterday. This is one of the easiest formatting that I did. As simple as this is my title page. This is my let me this is my title page. This is my table of contents. This is my copyright page. This is my table of contents page. Simple introduction, no big deal. All those big, I don't know the name they used to call it. This is one of the simplest because this book I don't need image. I just need to pass information. An eye opener. I don't need image, I don't need anything. Simple, short, and straightforward, well formatted, well justified. The spacing. The spacing should be 1.5. Any book you're writing, your spacing, your line spacing should be 1.5. You should justify it, meaning the edges should be plumb, everything should look neat. Your subheading, which are the chapters. Some people decide to have a whole page for their chapter and make it bold. It's all depend on how you want to, but just make it simple, make it appealing to the eyes. Don't stress your reader. Don't stress your reader. And make sure everything align well. Look at the edges. Everything align well. Nobody say it will be like this. Let me use one as an example. Nobody say it will be like this. Do you see how the edges look like? It shouldn't be. You should justify it. Let me control that. Everything should align well. Do you get? Those are what we call book formatting. Those are what book formatting. All these things are what to put together to format your book. If you are the kind of direct travel guide, your pictures, is it the left hand side you want it to be? Is it the middle? Is it you want to take a whole full page for your pictures? Format it well. There's no need to rush because The truth is, if you rush in, you rush out. There's no, this will not be cost. There's no magic. If you rush in, you rush out. So, like I was saying, your font size. This should be size, not side. Sorry, that's a typographical error. Well, they come. Let me correct this. When I started KDP, I used to use font size 14. Though it was in Dio's group, like I said, I'm in Dio, the tech, the trend niche guy, right? It was in his group when people are dropping comment, and I noticed that a guy or a lady said a customer complained that the font size he uses is too big, that he's just taking it to take space. Yeah, truly, when I started KDP, I use 14 so that my book can be big, my book can have more pages. But later, I get to understand that we dey cheat these people true. Even though you have 50 pages of book, definitely if you want to price it for 9.99, if the information you have gathered there worth it, price it at 9.99. I'm not here to talk about pricing. Pricing is not about it's not pricing don't affect termination. But most of people that use big fonts, font size like size 14, size 16, they want their book to be plenty in the eyes of buyer. So they don't feel like they're spending 5.99 on just 50 pages book. So they'll now make the page look like 120 pages, which is wrong. So my own recommendation for font size is 12. And the type of font you use should resonate. I've worked in a cyber cafe before. We use New Time Roman. New Time Roman is advisable for you to use to write your book. And like I said, depending on the kind of niche, everybody has their own coaches depending on the niche you are doing. I don't know the way the font that is suitable for travel guide, but for me, generally, either you use Georgia or you use Time New Roman or New Time Roman, no matter how you want to use it. General writing, Time New Roman or Georgia works best, and size 12 work best. If you are using 14, please stop. Come back to 12. Come back to 12 for your body, for the body of your book. That's that. Aside from the heading, that's the chapters, the introduction, the conclusion. Aside from that one, but the body of the manuscript should be size 12, and the font type for newbie, either you stick to New Time Roman or Georgia. Use those two, and your life will never remain the same again. Do you get? And lastly, I need to emphasize this on this very well. Paraphrasing and plagiarism. So when this lady mentioned this to me, I was like, wow. Now, one of the reasons why a book get blocked or our account got terminated is the process of paraphrasing your book. Paraphrasing your book. In short, plagiarism has nothing to do here, but we can still mention it. Paraphrasing in the sense that yes, we gather information from online or from ChatGPT, then we paraphrase it, then you arrange in your manuscript, then you sell. The truth is, most of you guys, you don't read your books after all this process. All you just do to put your book, especially the trend niche guy, they want to publish as fast as possible because trend niche is all about first come, first serve. Do you get? You want your book to show on the first page. So you just pile up your information, put it together, ChatGPT, paraphrase it, put it to your manuscript and publish. You don't read. But the truth is, in the course of paraphrasing, there are some errors depending on the paraphrasing tools you are using. And errors in the sense that, let's take for instance, Africa and Nigeria, we are colonized by British, right? So the English we use in Africa, in Nigeria, precisely, not Africa generally, but in Nigeria, we use British, abeg, remember it is no go comot. British English in Nigeria. And in British English, we spell our color as COLOUR. But American English, they don't use U in their color. Now, in the course of paraphrasing, there are some places whereby, for color, for instance, let me spell it out. Color, this British English, right? And let me just put versus color versus COLOR versus American. The first one is British, the second one is American. We African, we Nigerians. How am I using Africa? All Africa is not British now. We Nigerians, we are used to COLOUR, right?
In the process of paraphrasing, copying and pasting, you might not be able to check fully. And I'll tell you for free, these paraphrasing tools we are using are not paraphrasing every damn thing. There can be some places it will spell your color as COLOUR, while some places it will spell it as COLOR. That's example of confusing customer. Imagine American, someone that school in American, grew up in American, now see colors as LOUR, another place COLOUR. Come on, they might get pissed off, upset. Those are the stuff that make your books get issues. Those are the problem we are having why our book keep getting blocked. And the truth is, I as a person, like I said, AI has come to stay. Take it or leave it. Something about AI, the more you know how to prompt AI, the more it gives you what you want. My mentee, my student, they know me by now. I stopped using paraphrasing tools. I stopped using plagiarism tools. Ask me why. Because right inside ChatGPT that generated my content for me, I can do everything as I'm writing. Let me start again. Right inside ChatGPT that I use in writing my book or rewriting my book per se, it will give me what I want. What I just need to do is, I ChatGPT, moving forward, this is the book I'm writing on, and I want you to give me my content well paraphrased, well plagiarized, and make sure I want American English from beginning to the end. And it will definitely give me what I've instructed. So far, you're using the paid plan. I'm using the $20 plan per month. That's what I'm using. So you have given it the information. And guess what? Try this and come and thank me later. So far that you have given the prompt that it should check for plagiarism, check for should make sure the content to be generating should be paraphrased. Now copy and paste it to your duplicate checker for plagiarism. You see that your book is 100%, what's the word the duplicate checker used to use? Accurate, no? Is it accurate? I've forgotten the name, the word they used to use. Because you have instructed, like I said, using AI is prompting. If you know how to prompt it well, your information, the content you're generating is, and it will even make your work faster. Because as it's generating that content, you have given the instruction that needs to be followed, and it will give you what you want. Instead of taking it from ChatGPT, taking it to Qbot, which you need to pay. Is it Qbot or I don't know the which you need to pay. At the end of the day, it will contradict. One place can be color of British and one place can be color of America. So guys, take note of these things. These are one of the reasons why your book get blocked. Not to talk of termination generally. And these are one of these. If by chance you are lucky enough, your book go live, right? Your book is live on the platform, and people start buying and reading your book. Decide dropping negative comments. Amazon don't joke with their customer, and that will trigger your account for termination. It's as simple as there's no any magic around it. To trigger it. So guys, if you find this video useful, helpful, feel free to share with your families and friends. Share in all those group, all those platforms, requesting for permission from your admin. Okay, as you can see, I always mention this on every of my video. Don't just spam anybody's group, right? I'm just curious. I just want to help anybody that does Amazon KDP to make sure they do the right thing so that the rate of termination generally should reduce. So see you in the next video. And I know you're still waiting for the special offer. Definitely, I'll dish it out and show you guys what the offer is all about. See you in the next video and bye for now. Don't forget to like, share your thoughts in the comment section and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bye for now.